Hello everyone and welcome back. Most of the days my night routine starts when the dinner is done and I technically get free from daily duties. While the time of the routine remains more or less constant, but I prefer to call it my versatile night routine. This means that after I wind up the kitchen, I set my mood into doing things that I may or may not choose to do so. But with versatile work and pattern, work doesn't feel too burdened. When things are not pushed through, the chances of doing them increases a lot. So in a way, I trick my brain by doing different work on different days to make the most of my night time. After winding up the kitchen, I take some time for myself and do my skincare a bit early in the evening. A good night routine is incomplete without a good night skincare routine. Why? Because a little self-love shown in form of regular and right skincare makes the skin look cleaner, healthier and attractive. Daily juggling, hectic schedules and demanding days stresses skin to cause extreme dullness, loose skin and hyperpigmentation. I have added Pond's Age Miracle Ultimate Youth Serum into my skincare routine to see visible positive changes in the skin. Indoor-outdoor pollution, UV rays and even exposure to blue light increases collagen loss and makes the skin look aged early. But retinol is a great solution to restore this loss of collagen. And this serum comes with the power of 10% retinol bakuchiol complex, which is known to reduce the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines, photo damage and hyperpigmentation. As aging consists of many skin concerns, this serum is packed with licorice extract, sodium hyaluronate and vitamin E ingredients which instantly hydrate and make skin firm and radiant. A serum which does it all. The formula is very lightweight, non-greasy and gets absorbed by the skin very quickly. Just apply a few drops on clean skin during night time and dab it all over the face to see visible result in a few weeks. I'm sharing the product link in the description box for you all to check. Before Rutvi goes to sleep, I sit with her for 20 to 30 minutes. Some days, it's just simply catching up on what's going in her class or other updates, and sometimes it's studies related. These days, it's mostly study related since her exams are approaching. Rutvi is growing and many times I also go through those fears of handling a growing kid. Times are changing and the generation gap is real. But I don't keep my fears contained inside me because it's always good to hear and learn from other experiences. I talk to a lot of moms and the one guidance that is unanimous among parents of growing kids is to constantly talk to them and hear them out. Parenthood is ever evolving and there is no right or wrong way. Rather, one shall follow what works for them. But listening to different experiences and discussing issues among each other always helps ease out a few worries. So if you also go through any emotional turmoil related to kids, talk it out and discuss it with other moms. Sometimes a simple conversation helps in solving bigger problems. I and Rutvi also sit and discuss the next day's study plan. When I do it with her consent, I see a great change in her study approach. She shows great interest in ticking those study to-dos of the day, and this way, instead of being clueless, I also get some structure to help her with her studies. By this time, Karthik put both kids to sleep and I do some next day's morning prep, mostly tiffin related. A little tiffin prep at night helps me wake up relaxed especially if I feel that the next day's tiffin demands a bit extra. Tomorrow's tiffin menu is Matar cheese paratha, so in the basic prep, I'll boil peas and keep them ready. Similarly, I'll also grate the cheese. When I do some advanced prep, this gives my mind some window to think about what extra can I do with kids' tiffin box, or how can I change some recipes to make it kid friendly and healthier. This thinking cannot happen in the morning rush. So I believe in prepping for tiffin in advance. However, it's not always the case. Sometimes I just give plain paratha with ketchup. Some days are too giving, but some days are too demanding. But during those days, I think of keeping things simpler, exactly how our mums never complicated our tiffins and kept them simpler to keep their lives easier. So days when you can do extra, do it, but when you can't, keep it very, very simple. In greens, I'll add some chopped coriander leaves, but you can add methi, palak or any other green that's available with you. I'll just use 2 basic spices for this paratha stuffing, oregano, pepper and salt, but salt I'll add only in the morning right before filling into the paratha. The peas have softened and I'll take them out to cool down. Among the other last work in the kitchen is soaking chia seeds in water as I drink it in the morning. This just pushes me in drinking 1 full glass of water first thing in the morning. Next, I'll quickly make overnight oats for Rutvi's breakfast. For that, I'll take some instant oats. You can take rolled oats as well. These are slightly roasted as roasting them gives a good aroma. Now into this, I'll add 1 teaspoon chia seeds, 1 teaspoon jaggery for sweetness and some crushed nuts. Now I'll add some milk and mix everything well. Ruthvi likes it with milk, but you can add curd as well. Now this mixture will stay in the fridge overnight and that's it. With these small preps, the morning prep gets over. Peas are also done, so I'll just put entire filling in one box and keep it in the fridge and wind up the kitchen. I like stretching my night time a little extra to feel good about some me time. And that's why I keep my routine versatile at night. Some days I do house chores like a pro, and most of the time it's weekend nights. But some days I just sit and do nothing. And on such days, I try to romanticize my work and give myself some small incentives to finish my work. Trust me, it works like a charm. Like sometimes I would ask Karthik to make some coffee and do my chores while chatting with him. Some days I would watch some Netflix series and finish my work. Or some days I would just listen to some good music and get into the momentum of working like this. I know that cribbing will take me nowhere, so instead of sitting and sulking, I would rather make a happy surrounding and get done with my work more positively. And doing this actually feels like a stress buster. Pick some easy peasy no-brainer task and simply enjoy the moment without thinking about anything else. Anyway, there are so many worries that occupy our minds the entire day. So why not give ourselves some moment of no thoughts, no worries time? Just spend mindful time with ourselves and live in the moment and see how beautifully it will open up our minds towards other worries. While I get into this calmer, relaxed state, I spend the last 10 minutes of my day journaling. Mostly, it starts with reflecting on my day in terms of how it went, what was right, what went wrong, how was I feeling the entire day, how can I improve, etc. Some days, I just write a thanking note to God and be grateful for everything around me. Healthy kids, a supportive husband, a beautiful home, good food, and a blessed life, because these gratifications and reflections release me from those tiny worries that sometimes can feel like a mountain. I know many of you will relate that a homemaker's mind is always full of thoughts. There is no limit to working at home, and the more we do, the more we start thinking. So, I feel a lot of positivity comes in our outlook when we clear our thoughts. Instead of focusing on small nitty-gritty, try to look at the bigger picture and life will feel a lot at ease. And the last thing to do before calling it a day is to note down my 3 main to-dos of the next day. I like slow mornings. Instead of getting up and rushing, I like my mind to get that 10-minute wake-up window. So I take these 10 minutes to drink some water before preparing the lunchbox for Rutvi. There it takes very light tiffin, so right now I just work on Rutvi's box. I usually give Rutvi 3 things that consist of some dry fruits, some fruit and some filling item. So I'll roast some makhanas and peanuts first. Paratha filling was already done last night, so I'll quickly just mash the peas and add some salt to the filling and make it ready. Now I'll quickly make one small paratha for her because she doesn't like eating a lot in school. You can make paratha, sandwich or quesadillas from it, whatever your kid enjoys the most. Fruit, I'll add some grapes and some dried apricots. Thanks to the night prep, a simple lunchbox gets ready in no time. The overnight oats are also ready and have thickened well. I had kept it outside to bring it to the room temperature. Oats and chia seeds helps in keeping the kids full for long, and we cannot ignore the nutritional value that comes with them. I also add some fruit to this in the morning to add more taste and nutrition to this bowl. Today I'm adding apples, but bananas, mango, kiwi or any fruit tastes good with oats. For me, what kid eats in front is always satisfactory as compared to what they take to school. So I try to offer power-packed breakfast for both my kids. I'll also sprinkle some chocolate shavings to make it look tempting. Another reason for relaxed mornings is Karthik's presence. He takes a major load off me by getting Rutvi ready, and this way we divide and conquer our mornings. Not sure how things will change when Dhairya joins the morning party. And that's all with today's vlog. Do subscribe to the channel for more such homemaking inspirations and also join me on Instagram for some behind the scenes. and I'll see you in my next vlog. Until then, stay tuned and stay connected.